insights, experience, and build an unforgettable discussion together. I am Femi D. Amele.
This is Morning.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amele. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you.
Along with us, or preferably just go on and watch on, as we have the video streaming right now on YouTube and surely enough on Facebook. What do I mean? Go on to the YouTube channel at Nigeria Info Abuja. Okay, I'll say that again. Just search for Nigeria Info Abuja. And if you have to use the keywords, it's Nigeria Info FM Abuja on YouTube. Go on stream and join the community of people who are making live comments while the papers are being read. I'll be able to read your comments as we go through the show right there and there. And yes, surely enough, if you're on Facebook, the same experience comes to you on Facebook. Okay, that's at Nigeria Info Abuja on Facebook. Oh yes, we'd like to listen to what you have to say as you write in, and you surely would call in during the course of the show this very morning. All right, let's review some of the papers for you. Do remember, the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers, and we on Nigeria Info are only informing you at this time of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Let's start off our review this very morning by taking a look at stories from Daily Trust, Punch newspaper, not missing out on The Guardian, Daily Post, and more. So starting with Daily Trust for today and the stories you find of interest there. You would find of interest 2023, Obiwu's Casino voters says you've been deceived. Also of interest this very morning, as we have it, article in Bayelsa says APC has brought down Nigeria. Rail, road, air overwhelmed. Where do Nigerians turn to for transportation? Excitement as Buhari commissions $1.5 billion Lekki Deep Sea Port. Drug abuse and 2023 polls. Mobile app launched to combat fake news. Keeping up with other stories, confusion as Tinubu suddenly ends Bauchi rally. Abducted Imo local government boss beheaded after 6 million naira ransom. High cost hinders consumer access to electricity meters. Other stories of interest as well. Otedola's daughter named ambassador of fintech startup. Finance bill, it's unlawful to share stamp duty, bank levy nationally. NIMET recovering, digitalizing 130-year-old weather data. 2 million displaced by 2022 flood disaster, according to NEMA. FRS sets revenue record, collected 10.1 trillion naira in 2022. MPC to retain monetary rates. MPC's committee is strongly affiliated with the CBN now. Buhari to attend agriculture conference in Senegal. All right, well, political parties submit 1.5 million agents for 176,846 polling units. All right, well, these are stories you can read up more about as you have them in Daily Trust for today. Let's take a look at the Punch now. From the Punch newspaper, North won't vote on religious basis, says APC. Anambra residents blame banks and others for prolonged seat term. Abu Abba, emeritus professor, RCCG giant, who predicted his own death. Police search for hoodlums for beheading local government chair. Banks lending rates to customers hits 29.13%. Nigerians now have alternative to PDP APC, according to Kwankwaso. Power outage disrupts APC rally, stops Buhari Tinubu speeches. Our abductors working for highly connected personalities, says FUNAB graduate. Cash swap, CBN bars Abuja Lagos POS operators. PDP demands Tinubu's disqualification, APC fought suit. Foreign education gobbed $695 million in 9 months, according to the CBN. Ondo man stones peacemaker to death over 700 naira. Other stories as well. Osho kidnappers demand ransom in dollars. Rape suspect discharged after 8 years remand. Ebonyi APC chairman, ex-council boss arrested over killings. Ex-police student jailed for faking American lawyer. Hoodlums kill churchgoer gang member in Anambra State. Rampaging terrorists loot 7 Niger communities. Ogun police strengthen Lagos cops over illegal Okada seizures. Away from the Punch and now to the Vanguard. PDP begins court process to disqualify Tinubu. Tinubu won't win enough states in the north-southwest, says Dele Momodu. Floods leave 2.4 million people displaced, 662 lives lost. 39 Catholic priests killed, 30 abducted in 2022, according to a report. Buhari hails Sanwo-Olu for agricultural transformation agenda. Tinubu will fulfill promises if elected, says Akeredolu. Adeleke, APC trade words over rising violence in Osun State. We must end human trafficking, says Oni. PDP begins court process to disqualify Tinubu. Lagos commodities on boards Immortal Rice receipt for trading. Agonies of deserted Cross River community. Njatu sacked for incompetence. A mole. That's according to the APC. The director joining article there. APC governors back. Tinubu says Lalong has Atiku Obi make fresh promises. Again, court finds Udeze led AA 1 million naira for challenging Tinubu and Shetima's nomination. Nigeria needs benevolent dictator to put things right, according to Emir Gambari. PVC collection. INEC cautions staff against collecting bribe. Lagos SDP chairman Esco's dump party joined PDP's Jando. FRS rakes in 10.1 trillion naira revenue. 2 dead in another U.S. shooting, this time in Iowa. All right, farmers lament high cost of fertilizers limiting food production. All right, well, we'll round off with that from the Vanguard. Let's take a look at the stories as we have them from The Guardian now. Surge in private varsities enrollment, effects of ASU strike, says Elizabeth's VC. Philanthropist petitions IGP over killing of 30 people in Ebonyi State. Futa student commits suicide over fraud allegations. NDLEA arrests blind grandpa, notorious leper, intercepts cocaine and skunk. 65 million lost as MPA shorts Lagos port over Buhari's visit. Other stories, as we still have it in The Guardian, World Bank advocates urgent regulatory policy reform to unlock 6.7 yearly growth. INEC vows to replicate Osun Ekiti success story next month. Air travelers stranded as narco workers down 2 over poor pay. PDP demands removal of Tinubu's name from INEC portal. Masop decries mismanagement of Ogoni natural resources. Ungwanye to Commission Road built by Arthur Eze. I never made comment on northern domination of Nigeria, says Shoyinka. We're investigating viral video showing the beheading of Imo council boss, says police. All right, still keeping up with all the stories. From Daily Post now, aviation workers suspend strike hours after grounding international flights at Lagos Airport. That you would find in the Daily Post for today. Frank Lampard, sacked by Everton. Court of Appeal nullifies APC Cuba primaries in Benue. Ararume's 100 billion naira suit. 2 senior advocates for MPPCL stage walkout in court. Ibadan residents groan as petrol marketers adjust pump price to 300 naira. Lagos Assembly moves to upgrade general hospitals to tertiary health institutions. Tompolo's director, Enyo Suo, detained over 420,000 US dollars money laundering. That's according to the EFCC. NYSC set to use e-Naira for core members. Court orders FRSC to restate suspended staff, pay its full entitlements. NCDC confirms 123 diphtheria cases and 38 deaths. Pay our salaries, sacked Osun teachers beg Adeleke. PDP crisis. Nnamani dares NWC, G5 governors, others walk tight rope. In Lagos, Utomi asks INEC to probe PVC ordering, condemns attack on Labour Party supporters. And will implement restructuring. Article promises by essence. We will mobilize our members. Votes for Peter Obi, says NCP. All right, well, these are some of the latest stories as you have them across the papers already for today. The stories as we've covered would be from Daily Post, The Guardian, Vanguard, Punch newspaper, and Daily Trust. Do remember, the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers, and beyond Nigeria Info, I've only informed you of the headlines as we have them for today. Now, we ask of you, take out time to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's right there for you at Nigeria Info Abuja. Do it right now at Nigeria Info Abuja. There you can get the chance to go rewatch some of the clips and the shows you've had your chance to watch, like the Wednesday review that with Dahiru Bajideru is there. You'd also watch many of the shows that we're putting up for you daily there across the platform at your own time and at your own disposition. So go on at Nigeria Info Abuja. There you have it on YouTube. Subscribe. Click on the notification bell as well. You get notified every time we come on live, and you get a good time watching and participating. Of interest as well, there are a lot of people chatting right now with regards to what they find interesting among the news headlines. Well, therein you'll be able to talk and chat with some of the people you've notably heard their voices on radio. They're there right now. Pobulus is there. Beckley Atabo is there. Otuba Dr. Aki is also there. So go and join them and chat with them, and maybe even make a private contact with some of them there. All right, well, it's time to take on your calls.
This is Morning Crossfire.
As we take on your calls, we ask of you to follow through with our editorial guide. Your calls and messages need to be devoid of hateful speech, lies, fake news, and abuses, okay? We ask of you to be truthful and factual. Also, we plead with you to keep your emotions in check as you share with us. Remember, millions of people are taking out their time to listen to you. Be considerate of others who are also waiting to use the telephone line, all right? With that said, the numbers to call in remain 0700-951-0000. Did you get it? That's 0700-951-0000. You can also make your way through the 080-9597-4869 telephone number, or through the WhatsApp portal on 080-999. That's a 999, by the way. 30137. Keep it up with us on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook will be great as well. At Nigeria Info ABJ on Twitter. Instagram is at Nigeria Info FM Abuja. Surely on Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja on Facebook. All right, let's go to the phone lines and take your calls immediately. Welcome to the show. Good morning to you.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. How are you today? Oh, dear, that is stage two, so we'll move on. Oh, neither than that. Okay. Hello.
Hello, Femi. Good morning. And good morning to all. I'm the first caller to the Hope is my name.
Welcome, Okwe.
I think begins a court process against Tinubu. Am I right?
Yes.
Well, Tinubu emergence as a APC presidential candidate have K-leg. Are you listening to me?
I'm listening.
Yes. Yeah. Likewise, Atiku Abubakar, his emergence on PDP, they have K-leg. So two of them don't hold water. Atiku will not claim license because even if we are trying to condemn Buhari administration, he voted Buhari in 2015.
Oh, dear. Well, it's called drops off there. Okay, let's take on another call. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, world class Dr. Femi Diamele.
Good to connect with you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Dr. Femi D. Good morning, Nigerians. My big brother, Bakar Gwagwalada, passionate and patriotic Salasi, my super duper anti-momezi. Nagashoku. Mr. Femi D, honestly, watching that.
Let's start with your name. Let's start with your name, please.
Oh, sorry. Bloody hot. My name is Batifada Ubakar Ali. I'm calling from PW Kubwa. I remain the unapologetic Jagabanista. Starting with the sad news. In fact, when I watched that video yesterday, I was so depressed, honestly. What could warrant that barbaric sort of murder is unfortunate, it's unacceptable. And for the fact that some of these murderers are not hiding their faces, show how emboldened they have become. The security forces should please step up their game and deal with these people. And for the PDP saying they are taking Asiwaju to the court to nullify his candidacy, please, they should stop chasing shadow, okay? It is effort in futility. They should concentrate in their what do we call it? How now they call that for Corona now? Distance, how do they call them? When you watch their campaign, you see physical distance, you know? You should concentrate on it. You can see the mammoth crowd in Bauchi. You can see the mammoth crowd in Jigawa. You can see the mammoth crowd in Yobe. Name them, the Jos and Jigawa, Kano.
All right.
Tinubu is coming by the special grace of God Almighty.
All right. Thank you for your time. Adeni Shitu says, good morning, Uncle Femdi. Bawani, my brother. Good morning to you, sir. Paul Bulus writes and he says, good morning, boss Femdi. Nigeria shall be great again, trust me. Beckley Atabo says, good morning, Femdi. Nigeria has been governed by PDP APC back to back. Both parties are responsible for the damages on this beloved country. Moazu John says PDP should focus on their business and leave Tinubu alone. Jigo from Buhari also writes the team. Otuba Dr. Aki says, good morning from D. No doubt, Lagos is setting the pace for national development with the commissioning of the Lekki Port and Imota rice mill. Other states should emulate this as well, he writes. Thanks for that. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Femi. How are you doing?
Very well. Thanks for connecting with us. Let's talk.
My name is Kapru. I'm calling from Wuyi now.
Good to have you on.
Okay. I think what the PDP is doing is right.
for nullifying Tinubu's nomination as the candidacy of APC. I mean, we have watched some several videos whereby Tinubu is saying blah, blah, blue, 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 blah. What is blue, blue, blah? I mean, that is mental destabilization.
How do you know that? Has it been certified as such?
Yes. Have you know what?
I've watched the video, but if you say it's a mental situation, I'm asking. It takes a doctor in charge of such to be able to certify him as such.
Well, that one for doctor is different, but for Nigerians, we know the truth.
That's your opinion. That's what I would say, because he has supporters.
That's our opinion about
your opinion, yes.
Yes, it's my opinion and other people's opinion. So
okay.
the APC will have to go anywhere. If they have to go anywhere, they have to change their candidate.
All right. Well, that's your perspective.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's take more calls this very morning as we listen to more people joining via the telephone lines and also all the other platforms we do have available for you. All right, good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Doctor, we keep guessing. You should be coming down. My name is Momizi.
Good morning, Momizi. Welcome.
So yesterday, my president and Tinubu, they went for campaign, and it was reported that Wahala, they had to leave that campaign. 1, sabotage. 2, somebody should be brought to book. 3, I want to tell Mr. President, sir, that is what we go through in the country. Anytime you are going out, they will arrange it near perfect for you not to know that power situation is a problem. So don't let that lie low. Find out what happened and do the needful. You reported that political parties forwarded the names of agents to INEC. Agents, take note. Your position is not similar to that of our honorables, the ones like during primaries gave us these candidates. I remember there was this small election we did in a particular place. The vest given to agents was highly digitalized. So if you think you will go there and compromise, be ready for the system. Go there and do the needful. I want to also advise political parties, watch the people you send as agents, because some of them are the ones that used to send you out. For the killings, I know I don't have time. Whatever we sow, that shall we reap. We don't value life anymore.
Okay.
Good morning.
Thank you so much. Good morning to you. Charles Udo says, Femi, good morning. See as you find. God bless you today. Femi, okay, I'm just going to go back. Okay. Femi, too many bad news in this country. Stoned to death over 700 naira. This can only be evil. Please, Nigerians should wake up. Charles from Cuba writes that in. Sabat says, why PDP pressing the panic button if they are sure of defeating APC as they have boasted? Obimeri Yusuf on YouTube did say, good morning, Femi D. Thanks for this opportunity to watch Info live on YouTube. We're grateful. Thank you for the privilege as well. We're so grateful to you. Asua Samson says, Samson in Abuja, court nullifies APC primary and then primary in Benue. There's no cause for alarm. We are all behind our candidacy. Yes, the father will stand. Behind the father will stand. Aliu Kida says, PDP and APC should please focus on what they are going to do for Nigerians to salvage this bad situation we find ourselves in Nigeria and not abusing each other. Ali Austin says, good morning, Femi. PDP pursuing court case on how to disqualify Tinubu from running the race is purely time wasting. Ali Abubakar says, another vision of Ashiwaju, the Lekki deep sea port. But Father Abubakar Ali, the unapologetic Jagabanista from PW in Cuba. All right, that's your message then. Atuba Dr. Ake says, I've watched the Baba Blue video. It's just a comic relief. A lot of us don't read between the lines. Mommy Z, agent compromising is not today. Badmus Sumbo says, God Almighty will expose those behind killings in Nigeria, inshallah. And by the way, it's fascinating to know when you do call in on the platform, writing on YouTube, you don't even have to write your name. I can see it already. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Dr.
Good morning. Good to connect with you.
My name is Moses. I'm calling from Lightcamp.
All right, Moses, you need to speak up a little bit, please.
Okay. Sorry. So about the nullification of APC primaries in Benue State. You know, the funny part is I'm from Benue, actually. So the thing is, the present governor, Governor Otom, in 2015, it was the same process that brought him into power. The party leader in the state, which is the minister of whatever now, Akume, reserved the ticket automatically for him. They did not conduct any primaries, and they gave him the ticket. And now, because he has switched to the other side, he has now found a way to go through the legal means to nullify that election. You see how things happen. Secondly, about PDP trying to taking APC to court. The thing is, the truth is, Femi, let's be factual here. Is this the kind of president we want? A president that will go to a public function and be sleeping where other world leaders are? A president that will go to where other world leaders are and cannot express himself?
We've got to round off now. I understand your concern. Well, it's a very notable one as well. Thank you, dear friend, for your time. Okay, thank you, Moses. All right, thank you, Moses. Stay with us right here on Nigeria Info. We'll go for the news break, and after the news, there'll be more to talk about right here. This is Morning Crossfire with Femi Live. It continues after now.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go.